everybody? Thank you for jumping on to Steelers to Go, your daily to-go cup of Pittsburgh Steelers news and analysis. I'm Noah Strackbein. Find us on youtube.com/All Steelers Talk or anywhere you get your podcasts. And today, we're talking about something that I truly never expected to come out of anyone legit's mouth this entire summer. But here we are. Mason Rudolph as the backup quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I am amongst those who believe that Mason Rudolph's place within Pittsburgh ends with Chris Oladokun. He's not going to win the starting job, and you didn't bring Mitchell Trubisky and Kenny Pickett in to leave the roster. Didn't happen. You also didn't draft a seventh-round quarterback to release him during the summer. Just doesn't seem logical. Chris Oladokun could better imitate Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Deshaun Watson, if need be, all of those guys better than Mason Rudolph. Doesn't mean that he's ever going to start a game in Pittsburgh. No. But that's about as good of a practice squad guy as you can get. And now there's talks from the good old Mark Kaboly. And don't take that wrong. I love Mark Kaboly. I think he's a genius when it comes to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think he knows his stuff. Kaboom, if you're watching this is nothing against you. But I do not agree with the notion that Mason Rudolph is the backup quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers for a couple of reasons. For one, the Chris Oladokun effect. I was here in 2019 when the Pittsburgh Steelers brought in some random quarterback off the streets to come in and for 1 week imitate Lamar Jackson. He was here for 1 week. Do you want to know why they had to do that? Because it takes a special player to imitate Lamar Jackson. It doesn't come easy. That's where that player needed to be added, why that player needed to be added. If Mason Rudolph is your third string quarterback, he needs to imitate Lamar Jackson better than anybody else on the roster. You can't have your backup doing that because your backup is working with Mitchell Trubisky. And yes, you can make Kenny Pickett be Lamar Jackson one time, maybe two times, but you're not going to have him be Joe Burrow. You're not going to have him be Josh Allen. You're not going to have him be Deshaun Watson. You're not going to have him be all of these mobile quarterbacks that are now in the NFL that you need to imitate during the practice week. That is the third string quarterback's job. And if that is Mason Rudolph, which I believe that is his place on the team, if he does make the roster, he is unable to do those things as well as Chris Oladokun. Now, let's talk about the backup quarterback job. Because Kaboly, in his latest mailbag, says that he believes that the Steelers are going to take a cautious approach this summer. They're going to look at 2019 and understand that they don't want to find themselves in another Duck Hodges situation. I was here for Duck Hodges. Kenny Pickett is not Duck Hodges. But that's the argument, that Kenny Pickett is more of a down-the-road type solution and not a right-now type solution. Again, nothing against Kaboom or the train of thought. I believe the train of thought is correct. It's there. It's logical. You don't draft Kenny Pickett in the first round, call him a steal at 20 because you believe he's NFL ready in 2 years. Kenny Pickett's biggest thing throughout this entire draft process has been he's NFL ready right now. He is the most pro-ready quarterback in the NFL draft. Pro-ready means pro-ready, not pro-ready in 2 years. He'll be a lot more pro-ready in 2 years, but right now he's capable of stepping into a job. Mike Tomlin didn't ask him or let him compete for the starting quarterback job or make it known that he's going to compete for the starting quarterback job if he believed that at best he was a third stringer in 2022. Mason Rudolph is starting quality for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I agree with that. Mitchell Trubisky is starting quality for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I agree with that. Kenny Pickett is starting quality for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I agree with that. What I don't agree with is the notion that Pickett is the worst of the three. I don't agree with that one, especially in Matt Canada's offense. Just to go back to the mailbag. And again, nothing against Kaboli because his train of logic, it's right there. If Mitchell Trubisky went down this season in the middle of the year and the Steelers needed to abruptly change quarterbacks, do you know how much more difficult it would be to put Mason Rudolph into a starting offense that is designed for Mitchell Trubisky than it would be to put Kenny Pickett in that offense? That was the biggest thing in 2019. Oh, well, we're working with an offense built for Ben Roethlisberger, but we have Mason Rudolph and Duck Hodges as the starting quarterbacks. It was an excuse all throughout the season. I heard it time and time again. Well, this offense is built for Ben. That's why we're struggling. If the offense is built for Mitchell Trubisky, Kenny Pickett has the skill set to imitate Mitchell Trubisky. Mason Rudolph does not. That is another 2019 where you're going to look at it and go, well, there's going to be struggles because the new starting quarterback is not the same as the original starting quarterback. Whereas in Kenny Pickett has been labeled as a younger Mitchell Trubisky already. That comes out of people's mouth. It's a much easier transition to put Kenny Pickett in there after Mason Rudolph after Mitchell Trubisky than to put Mason Rudolph in there after Mitchell Trubisky. Just doesn't make sense to me. The easiest switch during the season, if a worst case scenario happened, is to put Kenny Pickett in. Now, if the Steelers' thought is that Mason Rudolph needs to make the 53-man roster because he's the best option as the third stringer, you can't argue that one. He's definitely more talented than Chris Oladokun. If you're thinking worst case scenario, as in maybe Kenny and Mitch go down, Mason's definitely a better option. My only issue is that if you get rid of him, you save $3 million and chances are you get a draft pick. That seems like a lot better option than a third string quarterback that you're really banking on a lot of bad things happening to put out there on the field. I don't know about that one. The train of thought is there when it comes to keeping Mason Rudolph. I understand where the caution comes from. What I don't understand is why we're making so many excuses for Kenny Pickett not to be the guy. He doesn't have to be the starter, but he certainly needs to be the backup, because you don't draft a first-round quarterback and say, yep, we're going to wait a couple of years to see what happens. Because if Mason Rudolph wasn't already the starter coming into the offseason, why do you believe he's capable of being the starter in the middle of the season? You might as well toss Kenny Pickett out there and hope for a fresh start. That's my thought on it. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Got Bush? You definitely do if you haven't tried the best products from our sponsor today, Manscaped. Taking control of your bush is important. These products are so good, you're going to be showing pride in your new bush-free yard. It's a fact that you will have the best-kept nutsack on the cul-de-sac. Save big and be the most hygienic version of yourself by using our discount code ALLSteelers for 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. Whether you're looking to go bald like an eagle or just in need of a safe trim, Manscaped is dedicated to helping you level up your full body grooming game. The grooming package I highly recommend is the Performance Package 4.0. Inside the package is the Lawnmower 4.0. This electric trimmer is a bush's worst nightmare. This trimmer is designed to reduce grooming accidents and shave hair on loose skin thanks to a ceramic blade and advanced skin-safe technology. No need for night vision goggles. This trimmer has an LED light to allow you to mow the lawn in the dark. It's basic landscaping. When you trim the hedges, the tree stands taller. Second best tool in the performance package is the Weed Whacker. This fine-tuned nose and ear hair trimmer will make sure your nasty nose pubes are under control. Instantly add some pep in your step with the Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant and the Crop Reviver Spray-On Testy Toner. With the Performance Package purchase, you get 2 free gifts: the Shed Travel Bag and the patented high-performance reduced chafing Manscaped Boxers. They have a bunch of other products on their website to help you maximize your confidence and grooming game. Get 20% off plus free shipping with our code ALLSteelers at manscaped.com. Kate Bush may be trending at the moment, but your bush needs some help. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com, and all you have to do is use our code ALLSteelers. It's time you level up from the Amazon to the Amadong with the ultimate bushwhacking tools from Manscaped.